Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm RubyXC and today we are back on Minecraft for the third time of the series. But before I get into it, if you are enjoying the content, please don't forget to consider clicking that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. The support on the first two videos of this playthrough series has been like incredible, more than I deserve and more than I thought I would get, so I really do appreciate it. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. So if you remember last video, we began work on a farm after a massive hunt in the wild for some iron. Now the plan with the farm obviously is to feed me, but I'm not just going to be building a farm, I'm also going to be building like a farming network, but that will come in a later video. I just wanted to get like food starting to go. Today's video is going to focus on laying the foundations for the area, and the first thing I wanted to do is build a comments board, because I got quite a good suggestion in the comment section of the first video on what to do with, like, the first things to start building, and I really wanted to showcase that and highlight that, so you get, so it feels like I'm really including you guys, because I don't want to just be like building whatever I want. I want to include you guys, because you guys are obviously like the reason like I'm growing, is because the support from you. But we're going to build a small comments board here. It's not going to be permanently, well, the board itself will be permanent, but it won't be here permanently. I'll build like a bigger and better one at some point. Obviously it depends on how much like suggestions you guys give. And if you don't want to give a suggestion about, that's completely fine. Obviously, I'm not like saying you have to, but as I go along in this series, if you spot something that you're like, oh yeah, no, that could be really cool to build, or it would be nice if you built like a statue, or something over in the distance, I'll put it on the comments board and we will get to it. Obviously not straight away, it depends on like how like far I'm progressing, but we're going to build the comments board here. It's going to be a very small, simple little design. And yeah, so we need to build a sign. Sign. Now, the issue I have with the editor at the moment, because it is differently edited, by the way, after reviewing the footage and whatnot of the first two episodes, and then like doing a little bit of like practice editing and stuff, it is definitely the editor, and I don't really know how to solve it. So what I'm thinking of doing is possibly next week or the week after, I'm going to be changing my video editing software and going to maybe Adobe or something, because it's becoming like, it was a little bit annoying. I didn't notice it much in the second video. After watching it back, I didn't actually notice it much, which is great, but it was obviously prevalent in the first one. But you can probably see it here. Obviously I can't, like, it looks perfectly normal to me, but obviously on the video it's gonna look like weird, like it's gonna be glitchy. Now if you guys know how to fix that, I would be greatly appreciated. The information that you might need is, I am obviously using complementary unbound. Maybe the shaders have something to do with it. I don't think it is. It might be a frame rate issue, but I don't know. But the first suggestion on the board was, let me just get the comment up. Now the first comment, the suggestion that I've received, was from somebody called Shuttle G10. I do apologize if it's pronounced a different way or butchered your name. I do apologize, but it said this. Let me just pause the video so I don't get jumped by it. Pause the video, pause the game. It says, that's a really cool spawn you got there. That's lucky. I agree. This spawn is gorgeous. Like, it is perfect. It's near an ocean. I have like a river or a stream running through the middle of it. I've got grassland on both sides of that stream, so I can build stuff on the other side. There's a nether portal as well, which might act as match or nether portal. And then he says, or they say, idea. You could build. I've clicked off the comment. Then he says, idea. You could build a canal that connects the ocean behind the house to the river in front of the house. So it's like a water tunnel you can use boats to go across. You could also build a port on the other side too. It'd be really cool and make exploring easier. And I could not agree more. I really don't like this escape key. I'm going to buy a new keyboard. So there's two suggestions actually in that I found really interesting. First one was a canal, and I really do agree. I've seen lots of videos of people building canals and stuff, and they look super cool. It is about to get nighttime, so we'll probably plan this out next episode, but the next day. But he said a canal, and then they said build a port. And a port is a fantastic idea, and it was something I was thinking of doing anyway. Um, it was building a port on this side, like literally here. I think it'd be so cool because this is a huge amount of ocean. My frame rate is a dropper just looking at this. The ocean does not like me. But building it, and I think the canal is gonna just run under here. But honestly, it is such a cool idea, and it is absolutely gonna be like one of the first build projects we do. It will probably be one of those things where we like maybe focus a video on it or two. But like to start building this world off, it's a really, really good idea. So thank you very much for that comment. I'm going to add it to the board after I've had some sleep, because it is getting nighttime. So I'll see you after I've had some sleep. And rise and shine. We are awake for, I believe this is. I keep pressing the wrong thing. I believe this is day 6. So we're awake for day 6. And let's add that comment to the comment board. So it was build a canal and a port, and it was from let me just write your name here. So it was Jen, and you were the first name on the comments board. So first of all, congratulations, and again, thank you very, very much for the ideas and suggestions. Like I really do appreciate it. So that is on the board. That is something we are going to be doing very, very, very soon. Probably like in the next 3 or 4 episodes, once we started getting some materials and I've got myself kitted out a bit more. We absolutely will be working on that. So the port will probably go about here, and the canal will probably run alongside it. So probably run about here and then come out on that side. But yeah, thank you very much for the suggestion. So as I said, the idea of this video is not much surviving or anything today. I want to just start getting like some ideas mapped out on what I want to do. Any suggestions that I have, by the way, I'm going to put on this side so it's separate from what you guys suggest, so it's not all getting muddled up. But I already have like a few ideas what I want to do. So I want to build possibly like a village area over here with like some village towns, maybe a cove or something there. I want to build like a new house, which I will start working on today. I want to maybe build like I need to get rid of them zombies because they're causing they're hurting my ears. Maybe build like a I don't know, like an animal sort of style farm over here. The mine will be underneath the house. I already know what I'm doing with that. The mine itself will be underneath the house. I want to build the house close to the edge of here, and the mine itself is going to go sort of like the house is going to be like the back of the house is going to be like facing the ocean, and the mine's going to have a few steps down, and then it's going to turn and go down this way, just because then I'm not like having to deal with like digging out into the ocean and whatnot. But the house I think is going to go like around here. Now obviously I'm going to need to clear like part of this area out, I think. And like I think, oh, I think I know where the zombies coming from. Sorry guys, bit of a detour. Let me light this up because I really don't want to get surprised by anything. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Wait. Okay, this is cool. Oh heck yeah. Oh, we're building something with this, guys. I need ideas. What can I build with this? Tell me. This is cool. Imagine building like a dirt pathway and then lead into some like wooden steps down to the pier or the port. This this world is this spawn is just, it gets better and better, guys. It gets better and better. Okay, we're definitely building around here. That is cool. Like we can like shape it out a little bit. There we go. Right, this was honestly just gets better and better. This is like one of the coolest spawns I think I've ever had. But spawns aside, we need to start building the house. I was originally going to build it up here, but it's going to be a lot of digging and dirting. Getting rid of dirt. I don't really want to get rid of that. So what I might do is I might just build it out back here and clear this bit of dirt, or build it on this area here so I don't have to clear too much out, and just build it like here. And then have like because it'd be like right above the port anyway. It is right above lava, but I can get rid of that. It can be right above the port. Yeah, I think this is a really, I think this is a good, is my lava over there as well. I think this bit's a cool idea. Build it here. I can get rid of these trees in about 5 seconds. There's no issue with that. I've got iron cooking as well, so I can get some iron tools, and you know, just make life a little bit easier for myself. Um, but I think let's get started on the house. I'm gonna chop some of this wood down here. I'm not gonna use the birch for building. I don't like. I prefer oak wood, and there's quite a lot of oak wood around. Do I have any saplings as well to place? I don't. Um, I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna build it here. I think this is gonna be. I'm not gonna bother upgrading this, by the way, because it's just 0 point. Because I'm not. That's not gonna be my permanent base. I just don't see the point. But yeah, let's get into it. Right. So get rid of this wood here. That canal and port idea. I'm actually so like. I was like, honestly. I don't know if you're still watching the videos. Um. Oh. Hello there. You're stuck, mate. Ah ha ha! Killed him. I got him. Guys, I am a professional Minecraft gamer. That is a cave I'm gonna need to clear out at some point though. But yeah, so I don't know if you're still watching the videos, Shuttle T-Gen, but when I saw your comment, I was like so happy because he's like, when I used to record like raid and stuff, I got comments on like, you know, yeah, a couple of comments about like clans and stuff, but I never really got like proper comments on like suggestions. And that's not a complaint, by the way. Like, I'm not at all that here saying, oh, it's because nobody bothered. Like, that's not at all what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, I do appreciate that some people just watch a video and don't want to like leave a comment. I do it as well. I don't leave comments on videos myself. So, you know, I'm not trying to guilt trip into sending comments. If you don't want to send a comment, don't send a comment. You know. But it was nice to see some interaction on the video, and it genuinely made me smile because it's like someone's watching the video. And given how little confidence I have in myself, it was honestly so nice to just see some love and support on the video. You know, it makes me feel like I've at least done somewhat of a decent job with the video. I'll clear them out later on. And, you know, with that, I really do appreciate it. If you wonder how my voice might be a bit raspy, it's currently early in the morning here. Not early AM as in like 1 AM, but, you know, early morning. I'm not very good at waking up early and staying awake, and I'm quite shocked that I managed to keep myself awake. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty knackered, but no excuse. We got to go on, and I am running low on health. Not health, hunger. I need to eat some food. Oh, apple. Bit of a Tom Syndicate throwback there. Nom 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 nom. There we go. That'll keep me going for a little bit longer. Right, so we're gonna clear this area out now. I think I'm gonna dig this grass out as well, but let me go and quickly make an iron shovel. And then we're gonna start working on like I think just the base of the house, maybe, or like sort of setting out the you know, the points of where I'm gonna build. This is an ugly building. This, I do apologize. We still, there we go. Nice. I really am sorry about the issues with the visuals when working on like the inventory and the crafting table. I really don't know what is up with it. It's an annoyance. It's ugly when I'm editing as well. Like when I'm editing it back, it looks horrible. So I can only imagine how much of a pain it is to watch it yourselves. My sun's going down again. Right, we've got some wheat growing actually while I'm here. Do we have any extra seeds I can plant? No. Right, let me just do a little bit of farming. Right, we've got some wheat, which means food is now infinite, which is great. Obviously, you know, that's an issue we had at the beginning of the video where we just had no food. But sorry, beginning of the series where I had no food, but we have food now. So yay! Right, let's start working on this area. I think we'll start here. Just want to make sure I'm not falling into lava, because that would be a bit of a problem. So guys, I'm not far off being done with this grass area, and I must say, well, this iron shovel is lasting a lot less longer than I thought it were going to do. They updated that, I don't know. But we're nearly done, and it's already looking a little bit flatter out here. The sun is going down already, so it's been like very quick. It feels like it's been a really quick day. But we're nearly done with this. I'm going to try and get rid of this last little bit before I need to sleep. But this is already looking nicer. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know how big the base house is going to be. I think I'm gonna try and build the middle of it, or like map out the middle of it, and then go from there. I have an idea of what it's gonna look like. It's gonna look quite big, so there's gonna be a lot of cleaning out. I think what I'm gonna do as well, guys, is I think off camera I'm gonna do a lot of clearing out because obviously I'm editing this out, not this part, but I'm editing quite a lot of this digging out, and it's gonna be quite boring for you guys to watch. So we absolutely will. Oh, okay, I wanted to place the torch or whatever. We will like I'll do a lot of like stuff off camera, of like clearing out area or getting wood or stuff like that that otherwise would be quite boring. And I want to make sure I'm well prepared to do quite a lot of building on camera, although I can't build to save my life. Um, and yeah, so this is what we're up to so far with the clearing out. It's already looking better. There's a lot of leaves here. Oh, the entity lag. I think I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I'm gonna throw these leaves out on the side here. I don't need them. This shovel is about to break, which is annoying, but I think I can start building the at least the foundation of the base. Let me just cover this hole up. And I might actually let me just drop a torch down here, just so nothing spawns directly under, and I'm gonna cover this up. I need to remember that there's a cave under here. I'll go back down and clear it at some point, but for now we'll clear it up. If I need to flatten this area even more, I will, but I don't think I'm going to because then it'll just start looking a bit unnatural. I don't really want that. So, the idea behind what I was thinking is here is where the mine's going to start. So we'll go. Oh, I need to get a new shovel because this is going to break. 1 second. Right, so I've got my iron shovel. And also another thing, by the way, I know I keep asking you guys like for a lot. But if there is any wooden like blocks that I don't know of that are really cool for building and stuff, like can you put down? I'd appreciate it if you could possibly let me know because I don't know like all of the blocks because it's been a while. So I would greatly appreciate it. I'm not gonna build it too far back actually. I was gonna build it, but the mine I think will go here and we'll build around it. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. I want to build it so it's like maybe steps of 3 and then 3 across. So it'll be 3 down, 3 middle, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So then we'll have steps going down, or maybe actually 2. I think 3 might be a bit. No, actually, no. I think this is fine. I was gonna say it might be a bit too big, but I want the house to be big, so it would make sense. So we'll build it here, and then we'll. So it'll be steps going down. I'm just trying to picture this in my head, guys. So we'll have steps going down to about here, and then we'll have like a bit of a wooden platform at the back here, which will go to about here. The house is gonna go over the mine, by the way. But I've seen really cool ideas for how to build these. I thought that was a pillager then. I have seen really cool build ideas for like houses, and I want to follow one idea that I saw, and it honestly, guys, it looks so nice. So we're gonna build pillars here, I think. Because obviously this is going to be like support beams. I don't need the support beams, it's Minecraft, built blocks float. But to make it look more authentic and realistic, we're going to build support beams. So we're going to build one here, one here, one here, and one... No, actually, no, that's fine. And then the steps are going to go down here, so we're going to start working on that. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. I understand this, guys. I really do. Again, I don't think I've said this every single video, but I do apologize if this is like a bit boring or tedious to watch. I'm not trying to be boring, but I know like sometimes building can be quite boring. But again, I appreciate it that you guys, sticking around and whatnot. So we're gonna build the support beams. Obviously, it's gonna be a bit taller than this. The mine's gonna go here. I'm gonna build fences around it so I don't accidentally fall in the hole, because that would be absolutely a thing I would do. And the idea is here, and Maybe build steps. Maybe I'm gonna build steps over it and have like a middle part in here. That would be cool. So then I would need to maybe build that there. Because then the steps can go here. So instead of it being 3, it'll be 4. And then with a... What was that? I thought I heard something. Here. And then I don't need to really dig all this out just yet. I can do this as I'm building it. There's no biggie. I'm going to build... So, it'll be here. Platform will be up here. And these will be... I don't know how big to make these areas here, but I think I'm going to build it quite big because the actual house is going to go on top of it. Now this obviously isn't going to be like permanent, not permanent. This isn't going to be like this area here, like this isn't going to be the back of the house. It's probably going to extend about here, and I'll build like supports either from the water or like angled step supports or something. I don't know. But we'll build this part out here. Oh, I almost fell off. Build these steps parts out here and have that. So the idea is, let me just align this up here. There we go. Wait, is that lined up? Yeah, it is. So the idea here, hopefully I can visualize it a bit better now. Steps going up here to the top to a platform that's just going to hover above the mine, and same on this side with a gap in the middle, which is going to be the entrance to the mine. I was going to build steps on this side and then down the middle, but I'm actually going to build steps through the middle and then down that way. So then you can go into the mine, down the steps, onto like a little mini platform, turn around and down some more steps down into the mine. It's going to be quite a large mine. It's going to probably like take a whole video to make. And I understand I need to go mining almost as soon as possible, but like right now, as long as I've got food and I'm not like battling monsters, we can spend this area of the series just building, because the whole point of the series is to survive and thrive. Now I've got the survival part, not perfect yet, but I've got food, which is obviously an integral part to survive. But hopefully you guys can see where I'm going with this. But I think steps going up here onto like the top platform, which is then where the house is going to go on top of, I think it's really cool. It's going to be like a I really need to visualize it better, so let me just get some dirt blocks. There we go. So we've got this. So we've got the mine. Pretend that is this. We're gonna have that skeleton. We're gonna have steps going up this bit, so steps on top, and it's gonna be like sort of shaped this way. So like that, and then the same on that side. So it's gonna be like that. With steps going up this way onto the platform, mine underneath, and then some like maybe some farmland or something here and here, or maybe like an extra plot at the front here, maybe, or like maybe some farm on the side. I don't need the farm to be on top. And then the house, like obviously, will go a bit further back here, and the house will go on top. And obviously, you'll have like the enchantment room and stuff. But we'll probably have like a basement. I think I'll build like the basement, like part of the mine. So the stairs going down, and then I'll build some like rooms on the inside, or I'll like narrow it out and stuff. But this is sort of the idea of what I want to go with. I really hope you guys can visualize it as much as I can. But that's sort of the idea that I'm hoping to go down with the house, because I really think it's a really nice idea, and already, as you can see, we're starting to get the foundations. But I'm going to end it here, guys, because I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. I do understand that longer videos can be quite tedious, but that is where we're going with it so far, and this is the basis of the construction of the world. We obviously have a comments board over here, and I really do appreciate it again. Shuttle T Gem for your comments. Any more I will put on here. Any changes you wanted me to make, I'll put on here. Maybe a nice bridge. This immediate area is not only going to be the part of the world. It's not going to be the only part that we're going to build. It's going to be like, you know, the whole world is going to be our world. But yeah, guys, I just want to say, as the sun sets on the world and the video, I'm going to third person. I just want to say a massive thank you again for the support. You guys are absolute legends. And until the next video, I will see you then.